Welcome back to Mood AF, ladies and gentlemen. It's your girl Nikeita. Thank you for joining me today. As always here at Mood AF, this is all tea, all shade, and all offense. Now, some of you that are new to my channel don't know who this lovely young lady is. This is my best friend in the entire world. There's only one, and this is her. This is also our CFO of Mood AF LLC. Her name is Cheniah, and for those of you who know, she was on episode 2, let's be honest, about our sexuality. So, my darling best friend, first of all, hi.
Hi.
I haven't seen you in so long,
I know,
which is some shit, but you know what? It's okay. No, it's not. That was all shade. Welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you here at Mood AF.
I'm really excited.
As you should be. So, as we know, it is Black History Month. You feel me?
Power to the people.
Amen. And here at Mood AF, we are a predominantly Black show. That's no shade to anybody of any other race that watches us. However, most of my team is Black. Rooting for everyone Black in my Issa Rae voice. So today, we're going to get into all tea, all shade, and all offense about Black women and our day-to-day, you feel me? Like how we have to save the world because the world doesn't save us. Again, this is all tea, all shade, and all offense. So fair warning, you're not really down with the sisters, you might want to exit now.
All right.
So here at Mood AF, we can get kind of clatched. I mean, and I see my best friend has brought the wine because she just couldn't wait another 20 minutes for us just to, you know, do what we gotta do.
I think this topic is one of those that requires wine. That's my take on this. It's a heavy topic.
This is true.
And, you know, I just think we need some wine to ease it along.
Valid point. So something that I know we've experienced, especially being friends for almost a decade, which is crazy. She's like my longest relationship ever.
It is a relationship.
It is a relationship, if you think about it. I think one of the biggest things that we face is colorism. So my best friend, as we can see, is a beautiful, beautiful chocolate girl. I'm in love with her skin. I'm in love with her skin tone. When she tans in the summer, she looks so phenomenal. Like, I'm literally envious of her skin tone. Because I feel like in today's society, chocolate girls don't really get, like, we get in love, but, like, we not getting as much love as we honestly deserve. Just because it's always we get passed over for, like, the light-skinned girls. And to be honest, it's like, yo, there's nothing wrong with that. Like what you like, but, like, so you like your coffee a little bit on the lighter side? Or do you like your coffee a little bit more on, like, you know, the milk chocolate, the little milk chocolate side, you feel me? And then on top of that, some of the people that, like, we went to school with in high school had some of the best complexions. Like, some of the darker girls, oh my God.
Yeah. If I think about it,
like, if I think about it, I'm just like, yo, those women, like,
they were gorgeous.
Lanesia, girl, your skin
was
is stunning, honey. Like, I gag at how beautiful and how chocolate you are, honey. Shout outs to you.
Yeah.
All right? Toast.
Yeah, I would do anything to have Lanesia's skin tone.
Yeah.
Her skin tone is flawless.
Or like a Nima Tang.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nima Tang is so chocolate, and she's so rich and so deep, and I feel like women like that get passed over, especially like in the industry and like today's society, which is so annoying.
Yeah.
Because now everybody wants to start tanning, like looking a little more olive, looking a little more bronze. So y'all want to be Black when it
yes.
See?
Now that's some tea right there. That is some tea right there. A lot of, especially recently, actually, I saw this whole thing on Twitter where this one white girl was like straight up coloring herself to look like she was Black. But when it came to standing up for anything Black Lives Matter, when they asked her anything about, you know, like just being a Black person, shorty was clueless, like didn't know what was going on. So for me, it feels like a lot of people are trying to be Black when it is convenient for them, when it looks good, you know, because, I mean, Fenty looks good on, let me tell you something, Okay, that Fenty highlight is made for brown
Can we get
women
into the tea?
I mean, like, Fenty looks amazing on dark skin. And a lot of them are trying to be darker so that, you know, that highlight will sparkle on dark skin. But you know what? I'm gonna leave
honey,
that
that's.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
Oh, child. Oh, that was a little spicy. Nah.
I'm just saying.
Not saying that Fenty doesn't look good on everybody. Fenty does.
It
However,
does, yeah.
However, comma, this is pro-black, pro-woman, pro-black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm totally here for that.
Yeah.
I think something that really bothered me growing up was always getting overlooked for like my lighter skinned friends. Mm-hmm. I had these three girls, it was like the three of us. We always hung out. So it was my brother's ex-girlfriend, me, and then a darker friend of ours. And the darker friend was like real slim and slender. Mm. You know, so all the guys liked her because she looked very like model-esque. And then my brother's ex-girlfriend, light. Like, yeah, she's a light-skinned Trinidadian, and then there was me. So oftentimes it was either the guys were on my darker-skinned friend or they were on Shorty because she was light, and then I would always get passed over. Like, for instance, I lived in Texas, and I had a best friend that was way lighter skinned. She was fair. So it was always like they looked at her and felt like she was more poppin'. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because she was like tall, slim, slender. She's light skinned, like pin straight hair. And then there's like me, whereas I'm more chocolate. And then like during the hotter months, I would wear my hair curly. And so I'm getting like passed over.
You just hit on a key topic there, though. That's hair. And I think that's one of the things that plays a big part in colorism. Like, a lot of people don't like darker women because a lot of darker black women, I'm not talking about anybody that's mixed in any way, shape, or form. I'm talking about like black women who are darker tend to have coarser hair sometimes. Yeah. That's just our genetics. That's just how we are. And for that reason, for whatever reason, that's like taboo, or it's unattractive, or I'm not sure where that comes from. Yeah. But I think it needs to stop.
Yeah, that's true.
Point blank, period.
That's true. And even like I experience it too, still to this day, because if you knew me like 8-9 years ago, you knew my hair was like super long and luscious and Rapunzel and pin straight. And then like now I got the fade, I got like the curly top going on and shit like that. So it's like a lot of people like overlook me because my hair is, it's like I'm faded up on the sides and then my top is curly and it's so short. So it's like compared to like my homegirls who have like the long Rapunzel hair, like sometimes, you know, dudes automatically think like I'm a dyke. Or like I'm not attractive because of the fact that like I shave the sides of my head. Or what I'll do is I'll post pictures from my past, like a couple years ago, like a TBT or whatever, and my hair will be long, and then you'll get the assholes that ass hit me up in the DM like,
what happened?
What happened? Like, why you cut your hair? Like, your hair was so long, it was so nice. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like, y'all not cash apping me to maintain this hair. So,
and there's also just something to be said about women who embrace their natural hair. Like, if it's your hair, it's on your head.
This is true.
And if you were born with it, you should be able to embrace it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wearing weaves, because do that too.
Ooh,
it's your head, it's your body. You wear what you want to wear. Right. What I have a problem with is people who are like, you're not attractive because you're not wearing a bone straight Brazilian. Like, nah, don't work that way.
Yeah, like I'm not even like trying to knock it because I just got braids like not too long ago, and like the length was fire. But I cut my hair because I know what I look like with long hair. Like I know I look good. Yeah. You feel me? Like I wanted something different. Plus, like my maintenance time, like I get to wake up in the morning and not do shit.
Right.
Whereas
it's convenient.
It is. It's like, yo, when I had hair, like longer hair, like you gotta wake up in the morning, you gotta unwrap it. Yes. God forbid you slept wrong. Now you gotta crease. Now you gotta flat iron it. Like I think for me, it took so long when I finally made peace with my hair texture. Like I am almost a year with no heat. Like we recorded the first Mood AF episode, Toxicity, and then that was the last time I straightened my hair, just for that episode. And then every episode thereafter, like, my hair was curly.
Yeah.
Just because I needed to embrace my natural texture. Like, my left side wouldn't even curl. Like, it was just dead ass wavy like this. So that's from years of extensive heat damage, extensive coloring, extensive bleaching. I had a weave in for a while. Like, I did a lot. So now I'd rather, like, yo, let me go to the barber, get a little shape up every 2 weeks and just call it a fucking day. Like, I don't have no time.
And I think it's important for Black women to know that they are beautiful. Like, pardon my language, but fuck what society thinks at this point. Like, you are beautiful. In your skin tone and whatever hairstyle you got going on, whether it's pink, yellow, red, black, whatever it is.
Don't let them tell you that you can't wear certain colors in your hair because it don't look good. Don't let them tell you that you can't wear blonde. Like, hello, there are indigenous people out there with blonde fucking hair and blue,
dark skin
and blue the fuck eyes.
Crazy.
So again,
genetics, I tell you. It's like, just do what feels good for you.
Exactly.
Don't feel like you need to impress society. Don't feel like you need to do something because everyone's telling you that that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
I think as Black women, often the world weighs heavy on us. And whatever the world thinks, we often internalize, and we feel like we need to change everything and we need to fix everything and we need to be perfect all the time. We're humans. We're not perfect. We don't need to be perfect. And we also don't need to do everything that everyone wants us to do. Hence why I'm wearing this shirt that says Nah by Rosa Parks. Because this is the year of Nah for me. Like,
yo, OD.
If I don't want to do something because it's draining my energy, I have a right to say hell no. And I'm going to say nah. This is the year for nah.
With no answer. Like, I don't have to explain myself to you at all. Like, we carry the world on our shoulders. Like, I don't have to explain. And something that, like, I know we talk about all the time is code switching. Like, you know how often I code switch? Yeah. And it's so annoying. And then it's like when I get around, like, my friends and, like, for example, like, our director, Rome, so dope, love the dude to death. But him and I butt heads a lot. So my accent comes out so thick, so heavy, but it feels good because I know that's who I am. And I've like internalized that all day because I can't turn up at work. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just be me and feel like myself because I don't want you to feel like, oh, she's hella ratchet, or oh, she's mad ghetto, or oh, she's this, or oh, she's that. Right. So it's like when I'm around, you know, my Spanish friends, like, I'll have like a little more accent in my voice. When I'm around like my Caucasian friends, like I'll try to be, no, this is no shade, a little bit more Becky. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas I'm around, you know, my own kind, like my own people, and I'm just like, yo, I'm chilling. Like,
but that also, like, to me speaks to how amazing we are as Black women, because we have that ability to do that. Like, we can go into corporate America, sit down in a boardroom, and read out financials from A to Z. Talk about profits and losses and just completely slay shit. And then turn around 2 minutes later, go to the coffee break room and be like, yo, my nigga. like, we have that ability. Like, we're that adaptable and we're that flexible. And that's something that we need to celebrate as Black women.
This is true.
Real.
This is true.
Like, I don't know. I think it's popping. And for me, it's rather attractive when women can, you know, do their shit and sound real professional and, you know, got their shit together, but then turn around and be friggin' nasty.
Like on some Trina.
I'm just saying.
Like Trina, like circa trick daddy man, nigga, like that nasty is what she's referring to. So, as I mentioned before, Chen was on Let's Be Honest with our other friend, Kathy. Shout outs to you, Kathy. Hey, congratulations, girl. My girl finna be a wife.
Hey.
A toast to you, Kathy.
Man. We proud of you, Kath, for real.
Amen, girl, amen. So, how is it being a Black woman in the LGBTQIA community? I think I got that.
That shit is long. I just say LGBTQ.
Well, listen, I'm just trying to be politically correct. You know what I mean?
There's a lot going on in there, even like, as a person in the community.
Yeah, like you have women like Samira Wiley, Laverne Cox, Lena Waithe. Like you have all these beautiful, beautiful women, like all of shade ranges that are speaking out and have this voice and that just want to like show the world that, yo, I'm a Black woman, but I'm also a part of this community and my voice must be heard. Like, what's that like?
You know, it's interesting being a Black woman who's also queer. Like that, you have 3 roadblocks in front of you. First of all, you're Black, and that's the first thing anybody ever sees. Before you even open your mouth, you're considered a Black person. Then you're a woman, because you know either you identify as a woman or you look like a woman, whatever the case may be, you're a woman, and that's a whole different ballgame right there. And then to be a gay woman, child, it's tiring, it's exhausting. I feel like we carry the weight of supporting our Black brothers who are also on the spectrum, who are also LGBTQ, and always have to uplift them because they get a lot of shit for being Black men who are either gay or bi or whatever they are, trans. They get a lot of shit, and we have to uplift them. So we're carrying that burden too. Then we're also trying to explain ourselves all the time. Like, recently, I had a coworker ask me, you know, like, so you getting your MBA so you could find a rich man? And I was like, first of all, hold on. I'm getting an MBA because I want to get an MBA to advance my career. That's why I'm getting an MBA. But second of all, you're assuming that I'm straight and that because I'm a Black woman, I need a man to financially support me.
Did you stretch before that reach? I'm just asking.
You know,
asking for a friend.
Clearly he doesn't know my credentials and who I am as a person, but that's besides the point.
For the record, she went to an Ivy, okay? Graduated valedictorian, all right? Like, read every paper I've ever written in the history of life. Like, I literally trust a woman with the finances of this entire show, and the show's not cheap. Popular to contrary belief for everybody that thinks that this shit is free.
Because everybody wants to do a podcast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because everybody just wants to do a podcast, right? Yeah, but who went to school and studied the craft and put in the time and did the what? You know what?
We gonna stop. But anyways, being a Black gay woman is tough. It's exhausting. I feel like it's a battle every day because we also have to battle our families. And Nikeita knows this very well. She has been there for me in my coming out story, which I talked about in that Let's Be Honest episode. As like, it's hard to be a Black gay woman, especially coming from a West Indian family. Like, they expect you to marry a man and to go on and do great things with your education and this and that, and they expect grandbabies, and you know, it's a struggle every single day trying to explain it. Like,
I feel that, because I remember when you came out and how much of like an impact it was to not only your family but my family too, because like our families are just so close, so that it was just kind of like, yo, what the fuck, like, because my family was more receptive to it and then your family wasn't, so it was just kind of like a, oh shit, when we all see each other at graduation, like, how's this gonna go down? Right. So I think after so many years of like your mom seeing us be friends and like you having these different relationships, I think like now it's just become to the point where like, yo, we're gonna be 25 this year. Like our parents, our families are just like, this is what it is. Right. Like there's no changing it. There's no going against it. And during the summer, like I had an incident at, you know, my grandmother's funeral where one of my family members made a comment, an inappropriate comment at that, about, you know, me being potentially lesbian because there was some rumor going around. Of course there is. And then I had cut my hair and they hadn't seen me in so long. So like they were just going off the ringer. And Cheniah was there when the comment was said. And literally everybody knew she's gay. So everybody's just looking like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why he would say that in front of everybody. Like,
right.
First of all, your mom is like my #1 supporter.
So, yo, my mom like loves this girl. Like if
why?
anything should ever happen to me, my mother's calling her first. She's not even calling my pops. She's not calling my sister. She's calling her. She's gonna be like, yeah, where's my child? And the fuck she doing? And the fuck she with? Like, it's so crazy. Our parents are so strict. Yo, 4 o'clock was curfew in high school. Bible.
Can you believe that shit?
Bible.
Bro.
Bible.
That was
Like,
crazy.
We got, especially on advisory days, yo, we used to get out at like 1. Yo, 4 p.m. we needed to be in the house.
Yeah.
Like, if we didn't have shit to do, be in the house. That's so, yo, we've come such a long way. We've come so far. Like, yo, for real, because now I'm just walking out that, where you going? Out? Where you going? Out. I'm going to see you in 2 days. Bye. Like, I'm leaving, sis.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that, you've come such a long way with being comfortable in your skin and who you are. Because I remember you were just dressing so tomboyish.
Well, I was like all over the spectrum too with
then you wear a skirt, you straighten your hair. Like, you had lost a sense of yourself and a sense of your identity. And I feel like you got to college and still didn't know.
Yeah.
And then it's not until like, as of the last 2 years, you finally like grown into your own. And I think it's so, so beautiful, especially because there's so much more support now, especially now that, gay marriage is legal. So now I'm seeing, in most places. So I'm seeing so much more like couples of color. Yeah. Like, I went to my cousin's church and it's like an LGBTQ church, like completely.
Shit, I need to go with
So like, it's actually like not too far from 8th Street, honestly. So in the church, like one of the pastors like had on full suit, like, but it was like one of them pantsuits, like, that, like them pantsuits.
I know what you're talking about.
and then the wife had on like this sick matching pantsuit, and I was just like, oh my God. And then they had a son, and I was just like, this could totally be my best friend and like her wife and their baby.
Give me about a few years.
She said few years. Listen, like, y'all keep thinking I'm playing. I'm cool with being a rich single auntie
That's what she
that
says
travels,
now.
got a different man every time you see her, come around once a year, and I have a mysterious sum of money. Okay, like, that's it. I don't know about all that having babies.
I'm gonna give you time.
You're not gonna give me time because you still can't find me a man. So let's start there. When you gonna find me a man, sis?
Here's why I can't find you a man. Because I struggle with finding men that are acceptable for...
You don't like nobody.
I mean, like, here's the thing. I think as Black women, we should have high standards.
And we do.
Like, there's nothing wrong with having high standards. I was talking to one of my coworkers recently. She's a Black girl at my company. Very few of us. And she had, like, a list of requirements. And I was like, go on, girl, do your thing. Like, if that's what you want, that's what you want. You deserve. Have your list.
I don't even have a roster, sis.
Listen,
okay, I just had to tell old boy one today, had to be like, you're never going to change. So this is why you can't see me. This is why you cannot link me, because you're never going to change.
Like, look at that strength to be able to say that, though. Like, that's something serious. To have that kind of strength to be like, you're not deserving of my love.
It wasn't my love. It was something else. But you know what? Same rules apply. Same rules apply. It's okay. It's okay. We don't gotta get to
I mean, that gets into another topic too of how, like, Black women, for whatever reason, are always the ones that get the flack for being sexually liberated. Like, what's wrong with Black women? If you want to sleep with somebody, as long as it's safe sex, that's always my number one thing. Like, be safe about it. Wear a condom, of course. Make sure you're on some sort of like birth control, or if not birth control, you're just being safe about it. You're not going to contract anything, or you're not going to get pregnant. But sleep with whoever the hell you feel like sleeping with. Okay. And for whatever reason, society, the media, the entertainment industry, like, everyone just cuts on Black women for doing that. We get the most shit for it, and I'm trying to understand why. Like, you got somebody like Kim Kardashian. Who knows how many men have run through Kim Kardashian? Like, no disrespect to Kim Kardashian. I don't really care for her and her family.
All shade to Kim Kardashian, actually.
I really don't care for her and her family. But for whatever reason, like, Blac Chyna gets more flack than Kim Kardashian. And they did the same thing.
Literally.
They're the same person.
Literally.
Blac Chyna's just black.
Like, literally.
So why is she getting more flack for finessing than Kim Kardashian is?
This is, that one don't sit right with me. Don't get me wrong, Blac Chyna does a lot of, like, out there shit.
She's crazy sometimes.
Like,
we all are.
Okay, but in the sense of, if you compared her to Kim, like, Kim out here sleeping with everybody, and so is Black China. But because she, fucked Rob, had a kid with him, had a kid with Tyga. Like, she was with Tyga for mad long.
Right.
So, like, yeah, that makes sense. Then she went on to Rob. Tyga slept with Kylie. So, like, what's the problem? So all she did was sleep with her brother. The end. Keeping it all in the family. Ain't that what y'all doing anyway? Like, what's the big deal? And then she with this Kid Boo. Yo, I don't know about that one. That Kid Boo dude, like, I'm like, girl.
I'm not hip enough to know these people.
Like, honey, I stopped looking at all the weirdos after Lil Uzi Vert. Like after Uzi, it just kind of got weird for me. Then they was like, yeah, Trippie Redd. I'm like, yo, who are all these people?
You naming people that I don't even know.
Like,
I don't know none of these people. For real, I really don't.
Like,
no, but for real though, I really think it's disappointing and it's sad how much Black women have to suffer at the hands of society and their norms. And that's a result of the white man determining what is good and what is not, what's hoish and what is not hoish, and what Black women can and can't do versus what white women can and can't do. We got to cut that shit out as a society. Like, Black men got to stand beside Black women. That's the number one thing.
Okay, but that's tea, though. Because
at the end of the day, when you got all these Black men that are being killed and shot down at the hands of white officers and all this other just crazy shit going on, it's always Black women at the forefront.
Front, center.
Of that fight. And it's very disappointing when I don't see Black men supporting Black women the same way that the Black women would support
Or you too busy trying to say that I don't got no ass and I don't got no titties, and because I don't want to go lay on a table and spend $5,000 and then go spend another couple $1,000 because you got to get the lymphatic massage, then you got to stay in the housing, then because I don't want to do that. You like scaving on me. Like, what's up? What happened to the respect for the women with the natural bodies that go to the gym, that eat the extra slice of pizza? Like, what, y'all gonna overlook us too? Okay, that's fine. Like, and I'm tired of y'all coming for me talking about, but Nikeita, you're mad skinny. Like, listen, honey, I was once upon a time fat. I have receipts to prove it, okay? Don't let the trips to Y7 fool you. Like, I really go to Y7 for a great peace of mind because I be ready to get crazy sometimes.
You feisty.
Sometimes I'm 7:30. Sometimes I'm 1 o'clock. I don't know. It just depends on your mood and the day.
I know this all too well.
I wonder what else you know.
Too much. I know way too much. There's nothing wrong with that. All Black women should have another Black woman that they can confide in, that they know will ride for them at every turn. You know, just say the word, I'm popping up. Stop.
I'm not gonna cry.
Stop.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Stop it.
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna give you that. I ain't gonna give you that. I'm gonna thug it out.
I mean, I just think we need a community. Black women need a community of Black women. And that's not to say you can't be friends with white, like, trust me, I have friends of all backgrounds,
Amen.
Of every socioeconomic status, of every educational level, of, you know, like all varieties. I don't discriminate against anyone. However, there's something to be said about a woman who can relate to you, who knows your struggle, especially when you're an entrepreneur trying to launch a business. You know, like, a lot of times Black women,
stressful, bro.
You know, you encounter some like struggles that someone who is of a different race, you know, maybe a white woman who has money, will not. Like, automatically her family is funding stuff. Whereas as Black women, a lot of times we don't have that generational wealth.
Oh, girl, no.
And we got to start from scratch. We got to, you know, somehow come up with the money to do all this stuff.
Right.
So it's something to be said about having another Black woman in your presence, in your circle, who's going to support you, but also call you out when you're wrong. Like, that's... Now, Nikeita knows I pull her up on her shit when she is fucking up, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And sometimes she gets mad at me. Sometimes she curses me out. It is what it is. It's all love. It's all because I love her, and I want her to do well. I want her to succeed. You can look at me however you feel.
I don't even like you. Like,
I don't care.
We gonna have a quiet dinner after this, sister.
Whatever. We gonna eat. We not?
That's fine. I'll put my AirPods in. I'm rich enough to have
matters.
AirPods.
Stop. That's all that matters to me is that we eat. No, but really, like I love this girl to death. And I would never want her to make a decision that's going to impact her in a negative or adverse way. So as a black woman, I'm also going to call her out and be like, yo, no, don't do that. Fix it. Change that. Say
There's
you're
a lot
sorry.
of
Which is hard.
She be like, say you're sorry to who, sis?
She don't like saying I'm sorry, but
I will if I will swallow my pride. I will be the bigger woman. I will own up to my faults and I will own up to my mistakes. However,
after a bit of coercion, that's besides the point.
Not after a bit of coercion. After a load of bitching, like, but this is why, but he did this and he said that and it's okay. Like, I just reacted to what he did. Oh, by the way, 2019, whatever energy you want, that's what I'm on. So you decide what we're doing, okay? So if you want to be petty, we can be petty. This is all tea, all shade, and all offense. Need I say it one more time?
Damn, I wonder who's gonna take that and run with it.
You know what? I'm tired. You know what? Everybody does.
Seems like after an episode, somebody's in their feelings.
And I don't even be subbing people.
You lying. You lying.
I don't be subbing people.
You lying.
People just get in a bag about something I said and be upset.
Why is you lying?
I'm not lying. People just be in a bag and be upset about something I said.
If you would have listened to me, you wouldn't be in a lot of these relationships that I don't approve of, but that's
I
another
wasn't
story.
in nobody's relationship.
These situationships, should I call them fuck ships? I don't know what the fuck they are, but there's a lot of these menses that I don't approve of.
Wait.
You don't be listening to me sometimes, so
That's crazy.
it's good. It is what it is.
That's crazy. Just like that horrid ass ex-girlfriend that you had.
Ouch.
Right? The one that made you stop talking to me for about a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah, somewhere around that. Or let's talk about the one that like you went and bought a ring for. But
Damn, nigga, you put my business all the way out there.
truck ships, situationships.
Nigga.
Remember, it's 2019, sis. We're matching energies. Whatever you want, I'm on.
I hate you.
This is literally us, guys. Like, this is us.
But it couldn't be this way with anybody else.
No, it absolutely couldn't.
You can be your real, raw, and authentic self with somebody who shares your struggle, who we have the same upbringing and similar backgrounds, and we're both ambitious, stubborn as hell.
Speak for yourself, sis.
Nigga, you stubborn. Stop playing. You are hella stubborn.
Speak for yourself.
Don't even play.
Speak for yourself.
We're stubborn, but we love hard.
Very much so. Very much so.
And I think often as black women that gets taken advantage of. And it's real sad because we have so much to offer and yet people take advantage of that and then we end up having to close that off. And you don't get the benefits of being with someone like us because you decide to be a dickhead about it.
Like Cole said, the reality is that you're not with me. Do you feel me? The punishment is that you're not with me.
That's some punishment in and of itself right there.
I mean, yeah, because all y'all do is watch my Insta stories and watch me level up and glow because I'm proud of you, shawty. Like, I got that all right. And I was just like, don't you got a girlfriend to go bother?
Stop.
Like, I don't.
You're putting these men's business out here.
Don't you got a girlfriend to go bother? Like, I don't care about you, your situation. I don't care that y'all out here looking like a whole ass number 10. Like, that was.
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
You know damn well who I'm talking about.
I am not about to play this game with you. I am not playing this game with you.
Sister,
I'm not going to hell with you.
Listen,
okay?
my name is Olivia Pope Bradshaw because I'm Olivia Pope and Carrie Bradshaw. But Olivia Pope Bradshaw, yes, that is my name. And you know who I was talking about.
I sure do. And I hope they catch this tea too.
Oh, they catch all the tea. It's just, I'm still getting the
Sir, you know who you are.
Sir. Sir?
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 Step up.
please come to the podium right now. Sir, can you please come to register 1, please? Sir, can you please come to register 1?
Nope, I'm not doing it with you.
Well, I have to thank you for being on my show today and being my best friend, because I feel like you got the hardest job out of anybody on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like being in my life is one thing. Dealing with my family is one thing. Dealing with me is another thing.
Put it all together.
And then you got to put it all together and get this conglomerate package. But it's hard to find somebody that'll stay loyal to you throughout the years. And I've never had to question, never had to wonder, never had to, even when we broke up for a year, like, I knew she's still my bitch, bro. Like, she's not going nowhere. Like, we might break up, we might, argue, but we give each other some space. Like, she'll say some shit and I'll just not respond. But that doesn't mean I don't love her any different. It's just, you blow my mind, bro, and I'm crazy. Like, we not about to be arguing. Like, I'm just not respond. I'm gonna respond when I'm calm. However, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. You took this test and was trying to do shit for the show and trying to plan my birthday and do all that you do. I speak so highly of you to literally everybody, like, because I have nothing negative to say. And I wish somebody would speak crazy about you, because what? I dare you.
Some of these people from high school might have something to say.
You know what?
It's not my problem. You got children and no marriage. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people shit on Nikeita and I in high school. No cap. Like, a lot of people shit on us in high school.
No cap. Y'all done shit on us, and look at us. We shit on y'all.
They really did shit on us. And, I'm sorry, but where are y'all now? That's my question.
I ain't got no baby. I ain't got no baby father. I ain't got no failed marriage.
You working in corporate America.
Right.
You trying to do your...
Listen, I got a 9 to 5 that pays for my 5 to 9 until my 5 to 9 can be my 9 to 5. Okay. All right?
Okay.
Maintained, looking good, skin clear. All right? I'm just saying. A lot of y'all shitted on us in high school, and I'm like, all right, so where y'all at now? Because I'm walking around in a fox and a rabbit. But what are you doing?
Ooh.
Aside from applying for Section 8.
Burn.
Do you have anything to tell the people before you go?
Just love yourself. As Black women, just love yourself, honestly. Don't let anybody step on you. Don't let anybody tell you that you need to do something because they want you to do it. Do it because you want to do it. Shoot for the stars. Go for what? Be ambitious. Like, a lot of people shit on Black women who try to be ambitious. They don't want you to be great. And at the end of the day, you gotta be great for yourself.
Right.
You're also, a lot of Black women are carrying their families. Like, I have a goal of being the first millionaire in my family.
Amen.
And
you will be.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to ensure that happens. So as Black women, don't be afraid to have dreams and goals like that. Mm-hmm. Do what you want to do. Do what works for you. And also, don't let people who don't genuinely care about you impact your life.
Don't let them in that energy. Don't let them have your energy. Don't let them steal your joy.
Be protective of your energy.
Yeah, protect your peace. Like, not everybody that you meet is good for you.
Yeah.
Not all food is good food. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, feed your soul, feed yourself. Like, make yourself feel better. I think before I close this out, I definitely want to say to all my Black women, like, keep fucking going, all right? Because we carry the world on our shoulders, but the satisfaction that we get from that and the successes that we make for ourselves are so astounding, and they're astonishing. Because guess what? The power that we own as Black women, nobody else can match that. You know what I mean? Like, this is Black girl magic alive and well. Because if you met us like 7-8 years ago, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Like, we were about to graduate high school and didn't know where the fuck we was going to college. We knew we was going to college. We didn't have a choice. We didn't know where we was going, though. But we figured it out, and now, hello, this one's always traveling for work every 2 minutes of the day, on top of doing all the other great shit she does. And then I made like a super come up. I'm doing something that I never thought in a million years I'd be doing, that I'm so in love with, and that you people genuinely fuck with me, fuck with my show, fuck with my content. I love you guys so much. Keep watching. Hit subscribe. Also hit that cute little bell notification so you know when I have a new upload coming out. Again, thank you for watching Mood AF. I'm Nikeita. Thank you, my best friend, my CFO, for joining me as always. I love you.